Hi everyone. Right, I'm going to be showing you some techniques today using an Aqua Wax. It's a medium, but it's a liquid wax. Water, perfect pearls, and some colour Brusho. It's Colourcraft Brusho colours. So I'm going to show you several techniques to start with, and what we're going to do first, we'll do the watercolour one. You need to take some card. Watercolour paper is just as good. In fact, I prefer watercolour paper, but for now I'm just using the cardstock. So it's white, spray the cardstock. All you need is to get some of the crystals, and this is the Colourcraft Brusho colours, and just sprinkle on some of the crystals where you've wet it, and immediately look what happens. Immediately you're getting this effect, and it is gorgeous. And in the aquamarine you've purple and blue. Now if you're not quite happy and you've left some crystals, spray it with water and it all starts to blend in together. Look, it's absolutely stunning, the colours that are coming out from it and the patterns. And you can run it from, you know, side to side, let it drip, or whatever you want to do with it. But look at the colours, purples and blues in that. Now if I let that dry, that would make a gorgeous background. And you can do as many colours as you want. So that's the first technique, using water and the crystals. Now what I've used in the next one is, just cover that up, using the Aqua Wax, and it is a liquid. Spray it onto your paper. I'm going to use this. It's just a little tool. It's a kiddie's tool, just so you can get the gist of what it does. I'm going to spread it out. It's already got some of the crystals on it, so I will use the red. And then what I'm going to do, which is this one, which is Scarlet. You only need a few bits. Sprinkle a few on there. Take your water. It's already starting to run into the wax. Take your water and give it a couple of sprinkles. Very lightly, not heavy at all. I'm going to do some more. I'm going to have an emerald green. Doesn't look like emerald green because it looks brown, but when it goes on you'll see. Immediately turns the colour it's supposed to. See the green coming in it now, and I haven't touched it yet. But then, like I say, spray that with water. And I'm going to use a bit of orange. Only a touch. I'm just showing you what it can do. Again, it's immediately starting to colour, turn into orange. I'm just going to hit it with a bit of, I mean, look at this, look at the colours in that now, how intensified they are. But then what you need to do is let that dry. Don't dry it with the heat gun, because I've done a pattern in it and I want that pattern to stay. So when that's completely dried, and I'd leave it for 24 hours, what you need to do then is just wash that under the tap. Put your paper under the tap, turn it on, and wherever the wax is, it'll take that off and leave the wax underneath, but including all of the colours in all the gaps. And that's it. You know, you could draw pictures, you could do stamps in it. So put your Aqua Wax on, stamp it with your image, put your colours on, wet them, leave it overnight to dry, and then put it under the tap and run it off. You have to leave it to dry because it's got to be able to soak through any of the areas where there's no wax. And like I say, wash it off, and then you're left with a perfectly good background. stamp background, multicoloured or whatever you want to do with it. But I just think that is, I mean, them colours are stunning. I'm sorry if you can't see it really clearly, but it's just amazing what you can do with it. It really is. So that's that technique. Oops, getting it all over. And then, like I say, use your stamps, whatever you want to do with them. Now the other one is, again, you can take a Glimmer Mist. I'm just using the turquoise blue. And don't hold it directly above. I'm holding the card up and using the Glimmer Mist to fall on it, just because that's the effect that I'm after. Now this is the scarlet one that I've added to water, and it's really, really rich colour. Look, really rich. And then all I'm going to do with that is spray it onto my background. Now I can dry this. Now I've dried that, now I'm going to wet it again, but with water. And then what I'm going to do with that, I'm now going to add another colour. And I'm going to do the lemon. And I only want a little bit sprinkled on. Just here, there and everywhere. And immediately you can see it. The colour in that. I might add a bit more water. Now to let that dry, and look at the colours in that. You're getting a green because you've got the yellow and the, you know, running into the blue is mixing a green. And it's absolutely stunning. But just dry that off. Any of the crystals that have not quite dispersed, you just, once it's dry, rub them off, and you get up, you're coming up with that. Excuse me. It's really, really fun to work with. I mean, I could continue putting colour after colour after colour on that, and I love them. I think they're fantastic. I really do. In fact, I'm going to do a purple one now. What are we on to? 8 something. I'm just going to do a little bit of purple. And, you know, just pinch it with my finger. And drop it on. And then I can use this for the background of a tag somewhere. Straight away I can dry that. I'm just helping it dry so I can dry it and show you. And again, just brush off the crystals that you don't need. Oops, I've thrown it away. Excuse me. And again, look. It does look better in the hand than on screen, but I'm just showing you what you can do. It's a multitude of colours that you can mix using water. I mean, look, I'm filthy, but using water. And like I say, doing the wax one. Just love those colours. And I can't wait, you know, just to run that off under the water. I don't know whether it'll do it here. I'm just going to try it. As though I'm running it off under the tap. Because you're supposed to let it dry first. Right, so I have done that. And it does leave the colour behind. Like that, look. And if I ran it off a bit more, you could see where the wax is underneath with the pattern that I used. So, yeah, I like it. I like working with it. And I've got a canvas here that I'm going to do. Again, this one was using Perfect Pearls. What are we on to? 11. All you do with this, take the wax, liquid wax, pop it on your paper, add a touch of Perfect Pearls. You only need a little bit. Then you mix that together with your palette knife or your brush or whatever you want to do with it. Just mix it together. And straight away, although it's a wax, you've got a pearlised wax. And great for putting on projects. Now I could spread that and whatever I wanted to do with it. And you've got a pearlised one. Quite shiny. So it's another way of making another kind of medium up using the materials that you may have in. Now, I'm not sure where you would buy this. Oh, well, it's Colourcraft. You'd have to type in Colourcraft. But I love it. I love working with it. There's so much as a, you know, possibility you could use. I could just mix that in with the wax as well. Get a different colour altogether. Absolutely. I love that. And to be honest, I can't wait to get on and do something with it. So there you go. The water-based one. And the mixing of colours using the water. And look at that now. Gorgeous. Beautiful colours. Mixing greens and yellows and all that together. But you can do them as light as you want. Again, that was using a swirly pattern, but with the purples and blues. Like that. And it's going off in a minute, ladies and gentlemen, but I just wanted to show you the effect you could get. And what it is, it's called Aqua Wax, Liquid Wax. And these are the Colourcraft Brusho colours. And like I say, you can use them with Perfect Pearls, Glimmer Mist, water. You could make them up into a Glimmer Mist. You wouldn't have the glimmer, but if you put the mica with it, you would. If you just wanted intense colour for a background, then you don't need the mica, but this would give you the intense coloured background. And I'm going to make a batch of each up because I absolutely love these colours to work with. So there you go, that's another tutorial done. Another way of different textures. Before I go, you could, now, I'm going to try it. I mixed some of this up with the sand medium. Just let me see if I've got enough time. Aquamarine, was it that one? No, that's purple, I don't want that one. I thought aquamarine was blue. Emerald green, no. Brilliant red, purple, turquoise. This is the one I want. And I wanted mine a little bit intense, so that's the colour I've got to start with. Pop some of this in, as you can see. And straight away, it's changing colour to an... Oh, that's the blue I wanted, and I couldn't get. And I've only used a little bit. Now,